girl, it is pretty late. It's like 10, let me see. 10:40, girl. Y'all know me. I am normally the early girl, okay, the it girl. I get up early. I have trained myself to get up early, work out, get my coffee, get my breakfast, my whole morning routine. However, I have been in a complete slump for the past, I would say, maybe a week. What is a week? Is it 5 days or 7 business days? Or I don't know. Whatever it is, I would say maybe 7 business days. So like a full week. I've been in this like slump where I'm just dealing with circumstances, people, life, whatever is just going on. One thing happened after another. My car, first of all, it's now cold here in Las Vegas. So all of my tire, like the air in my tires were getting lower and lower, and I would keep putting air in them. Then one day, girl, I'm already late for work. I go out to my Jeep and my tire is completely flat. I'm talking about like completely flat. And I was like, okay. So I ended up having to take my Jeep to the Jeep dealership. I have a tire warranty, thank God, because those tires are expensive. And so they had to hold it for a little bit in order to order the tire and get everything approved or whatever. So I didn't have a car for like 5, 6 days. Um, it was very stressful because it was like around the holiday, around Thanksgiving and all that. So, I had to get groceries because I planned on cooking at the last minute. Sunny came down from Seattle for Thanksgiving break. So, I didn't have a car. It was just a mess. And then I did cook. I did end up cooking on Thanksgiving, but I just felt like I was stressed out cooking. Like, girl, I cooked like ham, macaroni and cheese, green beans, dinner rolls, and I made a sweet potato pie. And I ended up making a turkey leg for someone else who was just not appreciative. And then it was just a lot. I was up from 6 a.m. to like 6 p.m. just cooking and cleaning and all that. And I felt like it was just really stressful. And then I had to go to work the next day because I wasn't off that day. Just dealing with some people that just, it was just a lot. Like this week has just been a lot, and I've kind of been in this slump where I can't get anything done. Like normally I have this routine that keeps me going, my morning routine, and then like my routine throughout the week keeps me going, keeps me motivated, it keeps me pumping out content. I constantly have like fresh ideas of what I want to do, what I want to film, and it's just like, because I've just been dealing with so much this week, I just have not had the energy at all to even like get up. I've just been sleeping a lot, just trying to reserve my energy. It's just been a lot. So today I'm forcing myself to get up and do a routine, even though I am late, okay? Because normally I wake up earlier. But I forced myself to get up because, girl, like I haven't even got my nails done. Like my nails like are at the capacity. Like this one is about to fall off. Look how high up it is. Like you can see it right here. Like I need to feel real bad. So I finally got my ass up and made an appointment at the nail shop because I was like, girl, no, this is enough. Like we're not doing this. We're getting out of this slump, girl. So I just wanted to show you guys some things that I do to get out of a slump. One of them is getting dressed, putting on some makeup. Like I don't wear makeup every day, but sometimes you have to put makeup on, girl. Sometimes you have to put makeup on and you have to do your hair because you have to remember that you're that girl. Okay, that you're that girl. Makeup and hair makes me feel confident, makes me look feminine, makes me feel pretty, and it just projects my aura for the rest of the day to be happy, sending happy endorphins to my brain, and then that way I can get over my slump. So I'm getting ready right now. I cleaned up my room a little bit because my room was like an absolute mess. I have clothes on my bed here that I washed weeks ago that I haven't put up, so I'll do that later. But I have an appointment at the nail salon, and we are going to make it because we deserve to have fresh nails. One thing about me is when I look beautiful, like when I put my makeup and my hair and my nails are done and everything, nails fresh, I feel beautiful, I feel confident, I feel like I'm that girl because I am. So let me get up and find something to wear. I think I'm gonna wear a good old bodysuit. I haven't wore this one yet. This is from my outfit online, and it's this color, so it's really cute. And then I think I'm gonna wear like a cute winter jacket as well, or like one of my JLux label coats, because it is really cold. It's like 50 degrees here in Las Vegas, and I'm shocked. Like, for the first time, I actually turned on my heater and I actually pulled out my heating blanket because it's just been really cold. So I'm gonna get some winter fashion on. I'm gonna put a really cute bodysuit and a really cute coat because that's just gonna make me feel even better when I step outside with this hair and this makeup. Okay, so gotta stay hydrated. Look at my chest. It's definitely getting a lot better because I have been like really juicing, like hardcore juicing. So my skin game is definitely getting much better. But you know me, there are phases of skin is good, skin is bad, whatever. So anyway, let's get prepped. So I'm gonna use my Bobbi Brown face base, and this is the serum because one of you guys asked me in another video, they're like, that doesn't look like the original face base. And it's not the original face base. It's actually the serum. They have two different versions. One is the original one that's in a pot like this, and this is the actual Bobbi Brown face base, or eye base. This is the eye base one. I'm going to use this one too, but there's one that comes in a pot, and I used to use that one a lot, but I don't really use that one anymore because I like serums now that I can mix in with my foundation, because I just feel like that makes a hell of a difference. This is the eye base. Bobbi Brown has an eye base that has the same purpose. Like, some people use it as eye cream. I use it to kind of prep my under eye before I put concealer, because I feel like my face and my skin just has been really dry, and if I don't prep my face right, I'll get like the texture underneath my makeup. And the makeup that I'm using today is going to be the Viral Tear Foundation. Girl, listen, this was actually recommended to me by a subscriber because I had no idea, girl. Like, let me be clear, I had no idea about this foundation. I don't do much of foundation reviews anymore and participate in kind of like over consumerism anymore. So like, I don't really see these products. So like, shout out to you, girl. I forgot your name, but shout out to you for telling me about this viral new Korean cushion. So it's like a Korean skincare cushion. I'm not gonna go too much in depth about it because I did do a get ready with me about, or with it. Girl, I don't know why I can't talk today. I did a get ready with me, kind of like get ready with me mini, very mini review of it, because I don't really do makeup reviews anymore, you guys. I know a lot of you hit me up all the time in whether in Instagram or where else, TikTok, Facebook. Like I even had some people find me on Facebook and they're like, hey girl, can you do a review of this? What is your recommendation of this type of skin tint or whatever? Like I had a lot of requests for like skin tint in the summer, and I was like, girl, look, I don't really do makeup reviews anymore because I just started living minimalistically, and it's kind of like I stopped buying a bunch of makeup. Even though like makeup is my passion, I feel like makeup is therapy for me and all that. But like, girl, like I just don't buy a bunch of makeup anymore. It took a while for me to like get rid of all the makeup I had. I had so much makeup that I was buying, and then I wasn't even using it. That was the problem. Like I wasn't even using this makeup, so I stopped kind of participating in over consumerism. And so now I just have kind of like a curated makeup box of different makeups that I find that are like important, that I need to have, you know, depending on the looks that I'm trying to do. And I also don't see any of these makeup, these viral makeups anymore, or these new makeups, because girl, like I have curated my For You page very differently. I think like maybe 6 or 7 months ago, I decided to change the way my For You page, whether that's on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, I changed what it was showing me, because I just felt like imposter syndrome was real, girl. And I also felt like the consumerism was getting out of hand. Like I feel like I'm easily influenced with products, and I felt like that's what was happening. I kept spending a lot of money on products and stuff because I also am kind of like an impulse buyer as well. So I had to get rid of like a lot of that stuff in my feed. So now my feed is mostly like inspirational quotes, juicing, what else? I even got rid of the celebrity gossip, girl. Like I only watch like a little bit of celebrity gossip depending on what's happening. But most of my feed is like lifestyle, juicing, healthy recipes, definitely a lot of inspirational quotes. And on TikTok, it's sprinkled in with soft life, feminine energy type of content, dark feminine energy, and a tad bit of dark talk, dark TikTok, girl. Like there's just something about these mysteries and these like ghost paranormal activity things, and like some of these mysterious crimes and things that are just interesting to me. So I have just a little bit of that peeking through on my For You page. But as far as like makeup and stuff, girl, I don't really see it anymore, because like I said, I have really chilled out on just buying a bunch of products. But I ended up seeing that comment that a subscriber made about this foundation, and I was like, you know what? It's been a while since I even bought a cushion foundation. Like I feel like I think I did 2 cushion foundations. Like if you're an OG of my channel, when I used to do reviews, girl, I think I did 2 cushion foundation reviews, both Korean brands, and they're on my channel somewhere. I'll actually link it up in the cards above if you guys want to see them. But I actually really liked those cushion foundations. So I mean, I actually liked them, and I used them until they were completely finished. I just never repurchased them again, because you know a lot of other foundations come out and stuff. So Yeah, I actually liked those foundations, so I was like, girl, you know what? Let me go ahead and get this foundation because I would like to review this because I feel like cushion foundations are really good, especially for what I'm going for today. I'm going for like a really natural, soft, makeup is barely there type of look because we're just gonna step out for a little bit. And I feel like cushion foundations are really good for that. So just look out for my my get ready with me with this foundation. I already did it, and what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to try to edit it today because that's one thing that this slump has really had a hold of me, girl. Like I just could not get like my content game right either. Like normally I have a schedule like to start editing stuff and before a Friday because I like to drop my videos like kind of on the weekends or early in the morning on the weekdays, and I just couldn't do that because I was just in this state of just wallowing in whatever that was like this dark cloud or energy just all over me. So we're gonna get out of that today, and I'm actually going to edit that get ready with me today because that needs to come out. So you guys will probably see that little get ready with me after this video. Oh, it's already looking good. I love how it looks. Like I love when my skin just looks flawless. It's still, you can still see a little bit peeking through, but because we're just going for a minimalistic makeup look, but I'm starting to feel better already. Like honestly, I'm gonna use my NARS Soft Matte Concealer. Just a little bit of brightening, and I'm gonna go in with my finger to just kind of blend it out. I used to not like the NARS Soft Matte Concealer because I just felt like it was too matte, especially for me, like my under eye. But when I wear a foundation like this that's kind of like dewy, and then like of course like my skin prep beforehand matters. If my face is kind of like dewy, then I really use this matte concealer just to kind of mattify because I like my under eyes to be a little bit bright and on the mattified side, and I find that this NARS Soft Matte Concealer works very well with that. Like I didn't really understand like why it was matte, and like I don't think I was like using the product right. Now I like it. So I get the same shade as I would in the NARS regular liquid concealer, and that's like, it's called Sucre something. Everything that I'm using will be linked down in the description box below, but it's the same color as the liquid one. It's just the soft matte version. Just gonna use a teensy bit of powder. I'm gonna use a bit of this Sephora concealer. I use this as like bronzer now because I love the color. And then I feel like when you use a liquid bronzer, it just looks more natural. And you see it's very pigmented, so like go at your own risk, girl. I'm gonna set it with a little bit of Huda Beauty's Glowish Bronze Powder. This is like the lightest bronzer that I have because I feel like we already have a lot of pigment coming from the concealer that I use. So just blending in that concealer under my eye so it won't look so harsh. Like my eyebrows seriously need to be done. Like that's gonna be the next step probably tomorrow. So for mascara, I'm using a new mascara too, and this is from Charlotte Tilbury, the exaggerated My coworker recommended this to me, and she said it really lifts your lashes, especially if you don't have any like me, girl. Like, I barely have any, and I am just not wearing falsies anymore. Like, I've been wearing halfsies lately, like half falsies, like just on the end of my eye, just to create like a cat eye look. I haven't barely been wearing full on lashes. Okay, I mean, it is dragging every single lash out. I don't like this brush. Like, why is it halved like that? I feel like it's, I mean, are you supposed to be using it like that or what? It really lift my lashes, girl. I mean, I feel like it's okay. Is it like spectacular? I don't know. I feel like they look like they normally would if I used another regular mascara, but that's okay. A little bit of this yellow powder here. Girl, Dior is here. Everybody say hey. Say hey, Dior. Hey. Yeah. Everybody say hey. Hey. A little bit of lip liner here. And I'm just gonna use one of my favorite lip glosses from Julia's Place. It's like a nice little nude. Just powder off there. Okay. How do I look? Very it girl. I'm gonna put some earrings on, just some little studs. Like, if I don't wear any earrings, like, they have to be at least some tiny studs. Because I feel like when I don't wear earrings, they just look weird. I'm gonna put a little demure gold bracelet on. Just something very simple. Outside just to test the weather, and it's not too cold because I was gonna wear my big J Lux Label boucle jacket, but it's not even that serious. So I'm just gonna wear this white crop top sweat jacket here because I have my white New Balances on. And then I'm gonna wear Coco Chanel for today. Instead of being vanilla girl, we'll be a Coco Chanel girl. And I'm gonna switch bags real quick to my Coach bag. I'm just gonna put some stuff in here. I'm gonna take my tablet with me because I might be able to edit after I go to the nail shop. After the nail salon, I'm probably gonna grab some lunch. I feel like some sushi. So maybe I'll be able to, hopefully it's not busy because today is Saturday. Hopefully it's not busy. I'll be able to go to my very, very favorite all-you-can-eat sushi place and do a little bit of editing. So I'm just transferring some stuff in here. And I'm gonna bring some powder just to powder my face, just in case if we're out a little bit longer. Of course, my wallet and the things that I need, my lip gloss, keys, and that's it. Let's go. Okay guys, we made it here with a few minutes to spare. I'm just trying to make sure I have everything because I feel like I'm missing something. Like, have you ever felt that way? I feel like when I leave the house sometimes, especially when I like transfer bags or when I like change bags and I throw everything into the new bag, I just feel like I'm missing something, but I'm not. Like, I don't really need much. Whew. I just basically needed my wallet, my keys. I mean, that's the most important thing, the monies, girl. We need the monies to get our nails done. We need the monies to get the sushi. That's the most important thing. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm tripping about. Anyway, let's get in here. The sun is definitely shining, even though it's a little cold. Like, I love coming out especially when I'm in a slump, I love coming out in the sun because just the sun hitting you, get an extra boost of vitamin D and all the endorphins when it comes to being outside, and it just makes me feel better. They have the Christmas tree up. I need to put mines up. Okay, let me turn on this air because it is so cold. It is so cold. Okay, so nails are done. Look how they look, so cute. I got them like chopped down a little bit. And girl, remember when I said that I was forgetting something? I felt like I was forgetting something. Guess what I forgot? The acrylic powder. So they had to do their pink acrylic powder, but she did. I don't know if you guys are OGs of my channel, but do you guys remember that Model 1's kit where it was like a hybrid of gel and acrylic mixed together, and then like you can do your nails yourself? She used that over my acrylic, and she's like, you know, if you want to go back to acrylic, we'll just take it off and we'll do acrylic. But that's the pink color that she had. Girl, do you remember that kit? It was like Model 1's, and then also Amazon had like a brand of that like acrylic slash gel that you can like do it yourself instead of acrylic. I used to do that like when the pandemic hit and we couldn't go to the nail shop, girl. When the panorama was running rampant, I was doing my own nails with that gel kit. So I remember, so she had that gel thing, but it still looks good. It's over my acrylic, so I don't think anything's gonna happen to it. And she said if I want to go back to acrylic, we can go back to acrylic. So I just really like it. So I got them shorter, and I got like, of course, my cute little French demure designs. Y'all know I mostly get French. I'm thinking about switching up, girl. So the next time I come, I'm thinking about getting black French. I think I'm going back to my dark feminine energy type of situation, especially because it's winter. I think I'm going to be doing more black and reds, and maybe even like dark greens. Yeah, so we're going to do. Anyway, let me just make sure I have everything else. I got my phone. I got my wallet. Yeah, so anyways, I'm hungry, and so like I said, I was gonna try my favorite sushi place because of course when I'm trying to get myself better, I like to take myself out and treat myself because I'm definitely worth it, girl. I'm worth it. Okay, so I'm gonna take myself on a little solo all you can eat sushi day at my favorite place. Maybe have me a glass of no, I don't think I'm gonna have plum wine. I don't think so. I think I'm gonna skip the alcohol, and I think I'm gonna go with a nice hot tea because it is so cold. I feel like I want me like a hot green tea or something. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. All you can eat sushi, hot green tea. What else to make me feel better, girl? I can't wait. I hope, girl, and today's Saturday, I hope it's not busy. But even if it is, I don't care. I'm gonna sit at the bar. I love to sit at the bar because the chefs, they know me because I'm always there. Like, girl, I can't wait. Let's go get some sushi. Girl, listen. I just got off the phone with Sunny, right? She was at the airport and she just started taking off or whatever. And girl, she is just a crying, you know. It's her first time being, it's her first time basically, you know, being alone or whatever. And like, pretty much being on her own. And so like, girl, she just be cutting up and crying, and she coming back in 2 weeks. I'm like, girl, I think she should have just went to school here in Las Vegas, child. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna do all you can eat, and I think maybe I'll just do 2 rounds, girl, just 2. OMG, you guys. Look what I got in the mail. A Sephora. And I already opened the package because it was just a blank package. I'm like, what is this? These are my lashes that I ordered from AliExpress. Oh my gosh, I'm dropping them all. So these are the half-C's that I was telling you guys. These are called half-C's. Well, at least I call them half-C's. So they're like, I like to put them like just on the the end of my eye so I can have that cat eye effect. And so I found a seller on AliExpress that just sells different varieties, because the ones I were getting were from the beauty supply. And so this one, they sell like different designs. So I decided to try them. Like, look at this one. This one gonna be real cute. This one too. The ones on my eyes that look the best are like very focused to the end of my eye. This one, I don't know. That one gives like fluffy. Ooh, this one might look cute because you see how it like fans out more. I feel like the corner, or not the corner, but like the tail end of my eye, those are the ones that do good for me. I feel like this one's gonna do good too. That one, and then, ooh, this one is spread out and wispy. And then this one looks kind of like a full lash right here. It's really big. I'm gonna have to cut that one because my eyes aren't that big. And then, girl, oh, let me turn on my let me turn on this. Because I'm about to get in the shower. And I'm going to do my whole skincare routine and everything. I'm actually craving some ice cream. And I have some in the freezer. Hopefully, girl, hopefully my daughter didn't eat it. Because I was saving that ice cream so I can finally edit some more and write. I'm like, I would say 42% done with my book, my new book, because you guys know I already wrote a book, but I'm like 30, I'd say 32% done with the second book. And so I need to get on that because like my goal is to have it out by my birthday, which is coming up in February of 2025. So yeah, I need to do some more writing. I need to do some more editing. So I want some ice cream. I'm gonna turn my heating blanket on. I'm just gonna like do my skincare, and tonight is gonna be like a relaxed day. But anyway, let me show you guys what I got from Sephora because like I'm really excited about this. I wanted to do a video about this. So these are some liquid pimple patches. This one is from Fenty Beauty and this one is from Kiehl's. Girl, okay. So y'all know I love the pimple patches, right? My favorite brands are from Curology, and then the other one is from Target. They're called Mighty Patches. That's what they're called. Okay, so y'all know I have acne, hyperpigmentation, all kinds of just skin issues on top of skin issues. I have like skin issues out the wazoo, right? So I like pimple patches because I feel like when I have pimples, I don't really like to wear makeup. But pimple patches are cool. Well, at least the traditional ones were really cool to me when I discovered them, is because I can put them on to hide a pimple and to treat a pimple, even treat hyperpigmentation, and then I can wear makeup on top of it. The problem with that is, girl, it is very hard to cover up your pimple patch with makeup because after a while the makeup starts to like disappear around it. Sometimes, depending on the pimple patch that you use, it could show through the makeup, or it's noticeable that you have a pimple patch under your makeup. But because I have been practicing with pimple patches and makeup for a long time, because girl, like I said, I have skin issues up the freaking wazoo. I think that I have literally curated a way to hide your pimple patch under your makeup and make it less noticeable. Because at first when I was doing it, I have experimented with quite a few things on how to like put the makeup on around the pimple patch. And like at first I was getting like regular, mediocre results. Like, girl, I don't even know why you tried to cover this up. You can still see it. But now I feel like I'm getting really good at the different ways to hide my pimple patches. But then I found out that they have liquid pimple patches. So I actually want to do a review. Now hear me out, girl. Y'all know I don't do reviews too much anymore. Okay? Because I don't buy a lot of things. I'm not participating in like over consumerism. Like, My daughter's in college. I have to pay for her college. Like, I try not to buy a lot of stuff. However, and that's why I stopped doing reviews. But however, I think this is going to have to be a review because I just don't see any other way how I'm going to like compare them to each other. And I think like the format for the video is going to have to be a review. Like, I don't think I can do a get ready with me because I really want to test these out because a lot of people say that Kiehl's is better than Fenty Beauty. Like, even on Sephora.com, Fenty Beauty has 3 stars, I believe. And Kiehl's has like 5 stars. Like, a lot of people have a lot of things. So I think these came out around the same time. So a lot of people have a lot of comparisons and a lot of contrasts to this, or to these two. And I think I want to weigh in on that because, like I said, I'm an avid pimple patch wearer, the traditional ones. And I kind of want to see how these ones go. I mean, like, Kiehl's and Fenty Beauty, if they're the only brands with liquid pimple patches, like, girl, my hat goes off to y'all because, like, yeah, like, liquid pimple patches is the shit. This is for the girls like me, okay, that need to cover up their pimples and wear makeup at the same time. Like, it's just crazy how, like, technology is getting, and just, oh my gosh, like, what a time to be alive, right? With, like, all this cool stuff. So anyway, I think that I'm going to be forced to do a review on these two because I want to do an in-depth review too. Like, I want to put makeup over it. I want to wear it by itself. I want to, like, test it out the way I do with pimple patches. So yeah, look out for this video. This one's gonna take me a while to make because I have to do a compare and contrast of these, definitely. Anyway, let me get in the shower, and I'm gonna do my entire, like, 45-minute shower routine. I was gonna get in the bath, and I was like, bro, I do not feel like setting up a bath and all that, so with the bath caddy and everything. So I'm just gonna take one of my famous 45-minute showers where I do my whole entire skin routine. That's gonna make me feel so much better. Like, also when I'm not feeling good, like, just being clean and having, like, clean, smelling good, delicious, delectable, moisturized skin, that helps me feel good too. Especially when I'm just in the bed, rubbing my feet together, girl, doing what I do. Okay. So I'm going to do my entire shower routine, and then skincare. I should wash this hair too. To be honest, I should, because I feel like I haven't washed it in a minute. So I'll probably wash my hair too. And just get all clean and nice and warm. Give me some ice cream. And let's get to editing this content so I can put this content out for y'all, okay?